Have you ever wondered what it means to obey an order you know will lead you straight to death? That's right. In Attack on Titan, Erwin Smith's last command is exactly that. A sentence of sacrifice. A cry of courage echoing across the battlefield and blending with the roar of the Titans. And it's in that moment, when everything seems lost, that we understand the true weight of leadership. It is not about living to tell a story. It is about giving your life so others have the chance to keep writing it. The scene is brutal. Erwin, already wounded and on the verge of collapse, faces his soldiers and delivers the speech that will become legend. He offers no promises of victory, no fantasy of glory. What he gives is the raw truth. They will all die, but by dying, they will give humanity one last chance to fight. It's harsh, it's stark, and maybe that's why it's so inspiring, because there's nothing more powerful than staring death in the eyes and still moving forward. And when the soldiers mount their horses, the sound of hooves pounding against the ground is like a real thud, 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 fear running alongside them, hearts racing cries of despair turning into a chorus of bravery. It's a march with no return. Every one of them knows they won't come back, yet they ride on as if fate itself were just another enemy to confront. At this point, it's impossible not to reflect on who Erwin was. The commander wasn't a classic hero untouched by doubt. On the contrary, he carried guilt, questions, and an obsession with the truth beyond the walls. And yet, in that final moment, he sets it all aside to give an order born not from obsession, but from necessity. He chooses to be the human shield so that others, like Levi and Armin, can be the sword. And it is striking how Attack on Titan plays with that bitter irony. Humanity survives not through glorious victories, but through unthinkable sacrifices. Erwin's last command proves it. He doesn't ask for the impossible, only that his men run toward the inevitable, a charge not for survival, but to buy precious seconds. Opening a breach create the tiniest chance that could change everything. And hey, let me take a quick pause here to talk about something else that is about practicality and efficiency. Ever heard of the Ecovex Debot D20OMNI? It's a premium 2-in-1 robot vacuum that sweeps and mops at the same time, taking care of your home without you lifting a finger. Imagine, while you're immersed in the drama of Attack on Titan, it's cleaning your floors. It's like having a loyal cleaning squad ready to act without hesitation. Totally worth checking out. Back to it. The most painful part of this scene is watching its impact on the soldiers. Some cry, others scream, but all continue. Because, deep down, Erwin didn't just give an order, he gave a purpose. And that's what turns ordinary men into symbols. They don't decharge because they believe they win. They charge because they believe that by dying, someone else might. The shock, of course, comes right after as we see the enemy's cannon fire explode amid the cavalry. Boom! Bodies thrown, screams fading into the air, the ground stained red, and in the middle of the chaos, Erwin's figure swallowed up along with the rest, disappearing into the maelstrom. It's an end without glamour, without triumphant music. It's a real, raw, cold end, and maybe that's why it's unforgettable. And Levi, the one closest to Erwin, carries the weight of that choice. He knew the commander had already given up on living. He knew that Oda was the final period of a life dedicated to carrying humanity on his shoulders. Yet even so, the pain of losing someone so essential is unbearable. Levi was never one to show emotion, but in that instant, every look reveals the inner struggle between the soldier fulfilling his duty and the friend losing a brother. In the end, the question that remains is, Was Erwin's last command an act of desperation or greatness? Perhaps both, because in desperation, he found the courage to turn his own death into hope, and in greatness, he left behind not just an example, but an eternal mark on humanity's memory within Attack on Titan. So tell me, if you were there, mounted on a horse, hearing Erwin's last speech echo across the battlefield, would you have charged into death alongside him or tried to cling to life?